And what's up, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. Michael W, first one in the room, and I Love the 80s, welcome. Good to see you, JC Droid and Scott Chrysler. Good evening, sir. Good to see you, John Burke and Adriana, welcome. Good to see you, Lorraine. Raymond, welcome, and Adriana, welcome. Good to see you, Susan Barry and Julie B.O.G., welcome. Good to see you, Travis Weeks and Michelle King, welcome. Good to see you, Sebastian Echkavera, welcome. And Michael Swift, good to see you. I forgot the name of the trailer music, but the music you just heard in the 3-minute countdown was Price is Right music to kind of get you ready for the stream. But good to see you, Michael Swift and Robinson Lopes, welcome. We are here, people. Good to see you, Mark Freeman, welcome. And yeah, Lorraine, I appreciate that, Lorraine. Yeah, a little cry this morning, Lorraine. I'm glad you appreciated that. I'm not happy you're crying along with me, but yeah. Thank you so much, Lorraine. Good to see you, Jack Spencer. Welcome. Jack Spencer, very kind words there. And reverence and memory. Thank you so much, Jack. Very poignant words. Good to see you, Dave in Bangor, Maine, and Robert T. Welcome. Good to see you, Cliff Padilla, right here in Brooklyn. And Phyllis, 2284. Welcome. Good to see you, Cynthia Ava. And Donna Knight, welcome. Good to see you, Rainier and Hank P. Welcome. Good to see you, Jay Chulo. Welcome. And Irish Patty, staying up late with us over there in Ireland. Welcome to downtown Brooklyn. Welcome to Cadman Plaza. Purple Queen, good to see you, Purple Queen and ABX Girl, welcome. I've been doing this walk on live stream. This will be my 9th year doing this walk on live stream. I believe this will be my 5th time here on YouTube doing this walking tour. Let's let some more people tune in, then we'll begin the walking tour. Heading to the park to see if we can see the clouds. Well, we have no clouds, Sean. Good to see you. Everyone check out Bagels and Walks, great live streamer from the Upper East Side. One of my favorite content creators who shows off Central Park. But yeah, Sean, not a cloud in the sky. Well, a little one over there, but not a cloud in the sky. But good to see you there. And April, good to see you. April and John Lore, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Welcome. Welcome. This is kind of like therapy for me doing this because we could all share in this experience together. Jeffrey B, good to see you. And let's get some more likes. Lisa UK girl, welcome. 59 likes in the box. Let's get to 100, and then we start walking around. Let's get to 100. Let's get to 100 likes, and then we'll begin our tour of the Tribute and Light. It is a beautiful evening, Julie. May I dare say Goldilocks weather. It's really nice and cool out here. I'm happy I wore my jeans. I was going to come out here in shorts, but it cooled down quite considerably after the sun went down. Or the sun's going down right now. But good to see you, Neil, over here in Flatbush. Welcome. Good to see you there, John the Beagle Dad. And a great docu-series you was watching called One Day. I saw that, Cliff. Yeah, I saw that One Day in America. Trying to stay away from all that stuff. It makes me too emotional. You remember when you first thought the accident? Yeah, no, it did change everything. Photos, good to see you. I can't believe it's 23 years. And yeah, Neil, Bobby K, right behind me, Neil. And I was just setting up right now, and I'm looking at Bobby Kennedy here behind me, and there's a very, very interesting little phrase on the side of his monument here. Good to see you there, Carlos. Welcome. Let's read this together. What we require is not the self-indulgence of resignation from the world, but the hard effort to work out new ways of fulfilling our personal concern and our personal responsibility. And I really do. I just thought about that. I was just like, my God, it's so poignant. But Robert F. Kennedy. Good to see you, Carlos. Good to see you, PD and Sheena. It's all good. John the Beagle Dad, yeah, it's all good, man. You could just watch, just Yeah, let's not, this is one place where we're not going to get into politics. We're not going to get into how the Twin Towers collapsed, any conspiracy theories. That stuff is not welcome here. This is a walking tour of the Tribute and Light, where we're going to see the Tribute and Light from many, many different vantage points. And we're here to kind of have for me to do this live stream is very therapeutic for me, because in the days, weeks, and months after September 11th, I kind of had that helpless feeling. And this helps out tremendously. So I just hope everyone respects that. But good to see you, Leela. Welcome, Chris MG Vlogs. Never forget, indeed, Rob Paradise. Yes, still sad about losing him. Yeah, he knew about compassion. Absolutely, Rob Paradise. Good to see you. Trauma Nurse, ER Trauma Nurse from Nevada. Good to see you there. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Yes, we are finishing. Julie, we do finish our tour at the memorial. We do finish at the memorial. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the tour here in downtown Brooklyn. We're going to see the Tribute and Light come into being, so to speak, as the sun goes down. And then we'll make our way over the Brooklyn Bridge. We'll make our way down Broadway. We'll see the view from the Wall Street area, Trinity Church. There's some real beautiful vantage points. If it ends up like last year, we will actually go directly underneath the point of the Tribute and Light. We may have to take an elevator up into a parking garage and actually see the tribute before making our way finally up to the World Trade Center and Memorial Plaza. So that is what's going on today. Impressionism, good to see you. Cynthia Ava, yeah, we're all traumatized from it. Shaky Dave, good to see you. You're more than welcome. But you guys are more than welcome. Good to see you. Good to see a Light of Wisdom. Welcome. Let's see. Do we have 100 likes? Let's get 100 likes in the room. Let's get 100 likes, and then we'll start walking around. We're going to do about 11,000 steps today. Walk about maybe 4 miles. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy and extreme today. Just kind of here to remember and have a little bit of community and a little bit of respite. And again, no stew-nods today. So no politics, no conspiracy theories, none of that stuff. No politics. Let's just all put that in the drawer and put it away. We're here to have community and to enjoy a nice little tour here in New York City. Absolutely. Did I know anyone who perished? Actually, I did not know anybody personally who perished, Lisa UK girl, but some of my coworkers are dealing with various lung issues and cancers because of the dust at the World Trade Center. Yeah, the boat lift video. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the boat lift. I don't know. Wait, hold on a minute. Please don't. And also moderators, don't need to moderate the room. But yeah, what about that boat lift? Yeah. What happened to, good to see you there, Mighty. Welcome. What happened to the comment? Trauma Nurse, RN Trauma Nurse, yeah. The boat lift video is incredible. I don't know why your comment was taken out. I don't know why your comment was taken out. Yeah, nobody moderate the room, please. And I can take care of everything today. I do have my second device all charged up here. But the boat lift was very powerful. One of the largest peacetime evacuation. Is the comment back now? I hope Traumaness RN. Are you here? Are you still here? Oh, Julie, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, did they retract their own comment? Okay, cool. Yeah, it gives you absolutely Trauma Nurse, absolutely Trauma Nurse. Okay, yeah, no need to moderate the room or anything like that, guys. We're here to, the comment itself was retracted. Yeah, thank you so much, John and Neil. But good to see everyone. Good to see you, Fawn Marie. Welcome. We're almost there. We're almost up to 100 likes, and you'll activate my legs, and we'll do 11,000 steps. And please forgive me if I cough from time to time. But Julie, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, he cleaned up afterwards. Yeah, we're still losing a lot of people because of that horrid dust that was kicked up there. It's all good. Nah, it's all good, Trauma Nurse. Yeah. Had a relative who passed away on the 98th floor. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Light of Wisdom. He got his fellows out in time. Wow. Wow, hero, Light of Wisdom, hero. Cliff, your grandmother's former boss, who you also knew died in the attacks too. You met him at the company Christmas party. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Cliff. Yeah, if you're watching and you haven't commented or anything like that, if you lost anyone or anything like that, this definitely is my deepest condolences, and I'm sorry that happened. I consider myself very lucky that I have my health. But we got our 100 likes, so let's hit it up. And we begin here at, oh, look at that shot. Wow, incredible shot. Brooklyn City Hall, right there. Brooklyn City Hall, today called Butto Hall. Built in 1867. Look at the moon right behind it there. The moon is rising. Absolutely mighty, absolutely. My Mia, good to see you. We have beautiful views today. I have a feeling we're going to get some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful views tonight. One of your friends was late for work that day. Her alarm never went off. The whole floor she was on was, oh, wow. Cynthia, that's lucky. Wow. Yeah, it's very hard. It's hard for a lot of us. You're more than welcome to your Light of Wisdom. Good to see you, Farah. Welcome. Yeah, we got really nice lighting. You was at the Brooklyn Municipal Building today. And where was I then? I don't know what time you were around there. I worked this morning, and then after work I went straight home to kind of recharge to do this live stream properly. Absolutely. Good to see you, Mike. Welcome. Good to see you, Jerry. Good to see everybody. People, we should be seeing this. By the time we get to the promenade, we should be able to see this. Mimi. Mimi, I'm so sorry, Mimi. My deepest condolences. But you're back now, Mimi. Thank you so much for hanging on out with us. Yeah, Shaky Dave, it wasn't nice. Wow, she worked at Cantor Fitzgerald. Yeah, they lost a lot of people. Cantor Fitzgerald lost a lot of people. 2,753 people died here in New York City alone. And it never gets easy, 23 years later. Never gets easy. Wow, pastry chef in Windows of the World. Wow, Liz, my deepest condolences. Huh. Wow, Jack. Jack, I'm so sorry for that to happen to you, but wow, that's incredible. Wow, it really does put things into perspective. Wow. Yeah, let's do it. I think we may have to drag out a little bit of time. Might have to do a little zigzag in Brooklyn Heights. It seems like the tribute is not turned on just yet. Julie, it made me rethink my whole life. I was 21 years old when this all happened. So I basically rethought my whole life. The weather's really good, really nice temperature. Very comfortable. Yeah, ABX girl. Yeah, I heard a lot about stories like that. Look, those are the stories I heard about a lot, was people who worked with other people in other companies who happened to be in the trade center. And one day they're talking to them on a Monday, and then by the end of Tuesday, and Wednesday especially, never to hear from them again. Well, we're gonna get the tribute should be really clear today. It's gonna get pretty high up. Good to see you, RJ. Welcome. It'll be pretty amazing view. Now I know it's dark angle lens engaged at the moment, so it makes everything just a little bit darker than it actually is. And don't worry, the neighborhood's safe. We're in Brooklyn Heights, one of the most expensive neighborhoods to live in all of New York City, and it's very safe. Beautiful architecture. And this is where we begin. Yeah, that Cliff, me too. You know, it was funny, last night,
I'm talking, yes, all yesterday I was talking with the Duchess, and I was telling her what I was doing throughout the day. It was like crazy. I don't know why, like this year is just, it hits different this year. I don't know why. But I was thinking about everything I did. Oh, I went to work at this time, and I had my break, and got home from work a little after I left for work this morning. You as a phone travel agent? I could imagine. Wow. Mark, that's crazy. That's crazy, Mark. Beautiful neighborhood, Jay. Absolutely, sir. One of the best. One of the best neighborhoods. I don't know why. Yeah, Cynthia, I don't know why, like, this year hits way differently than even like last year. I don't know why. All right. Let's cross this street now. Good to see you, MXP. Welcome. Your daughter's back in New York City? Awesome. Actually, let's go see the, let's hop on this side of the street here. Let's see if any cats are in the window at the cat cafe. Oh. The tribute and light just turned on. Tribute and light just turned on. He was working in the library. Wow, yeah. Good to see you, William. Welcome. William, thank you so much for that beer yesterday. Much, much, much appreciated, William. You have no idea how much I enjoyed that beer. And it was a Modelo, one of my faves, so thank you. I'm a simple kind of guy. I like Modelo and Corona and Heineken. I'll pass on the Budweiser. I'll pass on the Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Okay, buddy.
Look at these awesome little storefronts here. Okay, we got there's some slow people walking. It's funny how, like, today feels like 2 weeks ago or another lifetime ago. Oh, that's a great video, Trauma Nurse. Miller Genuine Draft, ew. Miller Genuine Draft. Better than a Budweiser. Better than a Budweiser. Okay, let's see if there's any cats in the window here at the cat cafe. They just turned on the tribute. Look how high up it goes. This goes up into forever. Goes up into forever. Yeah, I don't know why it hits so differently this year. I was asking myself that after I did the live stream this morning. It's like, why did I get so emotional all of a sudden? And, you know, I don't know. Oh, I think we got some cats in the window here. Here's the Brooklyn Cat Cafe. Let's see, any friends in the window? Or they're all away. Oh no, we got one. We got one. We got one. Hey, baby. You just hanging out? You look like Sideshow Cat. Are you related to Sideshow Cat? Come to the cafe here and you could have a cup of coffee with a couple of cats. Good to see you, Steelhard. Welcome. All right. If you're just tuning in, we're in Brooklyn Heights. Hit the like button if you like this. This is not my normal self today. We're going to be a little bit subdued today. A little bit subdued. A little bit quiet. Definitely want to keep it lighthearted and positive and happy, because we're here for everyone we lost. Remember that. Can't be here for us. Yeah, dirty jersey compared to last year. And what do we have going on here? We got a gorilla shoot happening. Or they're just walking around filming with really expensive cameras here. Oh yeah, look at this. They're filming something. They're filming something. Wow. Okay, good to see you, Norm. Out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. Good to see you, Norm. Good to see everybody. Yeah. Oh my God, Jay. Oh, I forgot about this, and there's a lot of people here tonight. They have a vigil. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, make sure. Look, they're having a vigil here. I'm gonna be quiet. They're having a vigil here right now. I'm just gonna be quiet.
Probably don't have enough canvas for everyone, so if you want to send a representative or there's some kids here, especially like you'd like to include.
So they have this vigil here every year about this time. Let's look at the sky here. Let's take this in because it's absolutely gorgeous out here tonight. Off in the distance, we got our beautiful Statue of Liberty looking out towards Governor's Island. And then here's good old Lower Manhattan. And there is our tribute. And because it's a clear night, I can literally turn the camera all the way up. I can go straight up. And look at that. We're going straight up. Even the trees getting into the shot. How wild is that? And as you see, it's not exactly on the footprint of the Twin Towers. It's just to the south at a parking garage, and you're going to see that in a little bit. But somebody's now playing some music. It's a beautiful night out here. Wow. You're going to notice that all the buildings here in New York City are lit up in blue in remembrance of September 11th. J.E., welcome. You can knock down the biggest buildings in this city. We're just going to build them back bigger and better than before. Yeah, the parachute jump is lit up in blue. The Phoenix and Wonder Wheel in Coney Island are also lit up in blue tonight. And I want to give a big shout out to Dino Vuderis, who makes that happen. That's really, really nice of him to do that. And everyone who runs the lights at the parachute jump at Luna Park. I want to thank the crew for making that happen. Yeah, no clouds in Oahu also there, MXP. Wow. Absolutely, Edgar. We can look straight up. Oh, I think we have a drone right above us. Yes, we got a drone right above us. Let me tell you, John Laura, they don't make them like that anymore. Dino is truly one of the last true gentlemen left, I have to say. Yeah, Dino's a mensch, absolutely. Mama Terry, good to see you. Extraordinary night indeed. Absolutely, Mama Terry. Everybody helping out each other. The best of humanity always comes out in the most troubling of times. So always keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think we're doing the Hudson River approach into LaGuardia tonight, so they got to get a great view. Beautiful night though, my goodness. Looking out across, beneath us is Brooklyn Bridge Park. And like I always say, life goes on. What's the best thing you do to honor people who you've lost? Keep on living your life. People playing some football down there. Having a good game on the pitch on a beautiful night today. That's how you live. That's how you honor everyone we've lost. You live your life. You have a good time, all right? Celebrate it. Be grateful. Appreciate it. Absolutely. And DeBailey with a £3 super chat. DeBailey, thank you so much for the very generous £3 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's £3 club. Much, much, much appreciated. The big £3 super chat. And Deb, thank you so much for getting my Metro card out here. Much, much, much appreciated. Thanks for sponsoring tonight's live stream. You dreamed to play on that soccer field one day. Robinson Lopez, come on down, man. Robinson Lopez, come on down, man. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, my friend. As the sun goes down, tribute to the light right here from the Brooklyn Heights Promenade. You could really take this in. Don Lester, absolutely. Wow. Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's a pretty unbelievable event there. Good to see a Cake 813, welcome. Having a little vigil here, they're playing some music right now. But the sights and the sounds of the city directly beneath us on the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway. This always just boggles my mind. I can look straight up and they go on for, especially on a night like tonight, they go on forever. They really do. Last year we were in the rain. It was a very, very rainy day, but we made it. We made it work. This is one live stream I do not miss, regardless of the weather, because it's too poignant. Good to see you, Kirk. Welcome. Have a couple of beers for me, all right, Kirk? Have a couple of beers for me. Just sit back, relax, and let me give you some beautiful views here of New York City. Yeah, it's true. It's true, Dirty Jersey. It's very true. Got some helicopters.
you for coming. Go in peace.
Oh my goodness. Good to see you, Phils and JJ, James Vegas. Ooh. Good to see everybody, people. Yep, we had a shofar being blown. It's pretty cool. And yeah, like I have to agree with, I don't know who said it in the chat. They sang all the verses. You don't hear all the verses of that song sang anymore. So that was nice. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Brooklyn Heights Promenade. As we take in the views here. As we take in the views here of the Tribune Light. A lot of people out here on the promenade tonight. It's a beautiful night here in New York. Perfect night to go for a walk and enjoy the sights. As we make our way down the promenade. Connie, good to see you. You're more than welcome, Connie. We're just getting started, Connie. Just getting started. From here, we're going to make our way over the Brooklyn Bridge and make our way down Broadway, down to Trinity Church. Then we'll head over to where the lights emanate from, which is a parking garage. And then we'll make our way, ultimately, our final destination will be Memorial Plaza at the World Trade Center. Yeah, John, it was almost exact weather to how it was 23 years ago. No, you're not late at all, Connie. You're right on time. Yeah, Fawn Marie, I'm tearing up a little bit. That was pretty poignant. That was pretty poignant. Look at that, 69 degrees Fahrenheit, with a very light wind, just 2 miles an hour out of the southeast. Nice low humidity, 65%. I love the 80s, welcome. Good to see you, Wilbs, driving that Northern Line. Hey, remember that cliff? That was pretty wild. I remember that. Yeah, this view tonight's, because it's so clear, the view is really nice. You could really take it in. Let's do it again. We're pretty much right opposite of it now. And again, I just always amazes me how you could just look straight up. And as it gets darker now, it's more pronounced. We're literally 90 degrees to the ground now. We're just looking straight up. They really do go on forever. Supposedly, if you have a light meter, and if we had a big enough mirror to put on the moon, this could supposedly reflect all the way back to us. '88 7,000 watt xenon bulbs. It is an incredible sight. And on a night like tonight, just incredibly clear. It's a beautiful night. Look at this. It's unbelievable. Just unbelievable tonight. How nice it is out. Let's continue on. We're going to take the promenade all the way to the end, and then we'll get one last view from Columbia Heights, and then we'll make our way across to the Washington Street entrance of the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, it's incredible, Cliff. I mean, when I go home in Coney, me and the Duchess's residence, it actually faces the city, so we'll see it. We'll see it right in front of our house. If you're anywhere within a 30 to 40 mile radius of the city, you could see them. Supposedly you could see them as far out as 60 miles, and I think tonight will be one of those nights where you can see it all the way out. Gives you an idea of where it is. Impressionism, good to see you. Never forget, indeed, never forgotten.
Okay.
Absolutely. See it from your backyard. Yeah. It's incredible how like a simple installation like this could like be so meaningful. Yeah, you look out your window. If you're anywhere within the 5 boroughs, you can see them. And of course, Jersey, New Jersey, and yeah, the space station can see it. Good to see you, GF Jergs. You can see it out there in Lindenhurst. Yeah.
Finally got to get all the way back down to One Belief Plaza.
Good to see you, Nico. Welcome. You're more than welcome, Connie. We're going to do our best today to maintain a good cell phone connectivity. From time to time, we may have some breakups in the coverage, so please be patient when the signal does have some issues. We shouldn't have any issues, though, because as it gets later, there's less people out, and the cell network isn't too taxed. Yeah, you remember that? Remember that, ABX girl? Good to see you, LG 1963, out there in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. The Tribute in Light here in New York City tonight. The weather's perfect, Nico. 69 degrees Fahrenheit with a very light wind, low humidity. Perfectly clear skies. We can see all the way up. Last year, not so much. We were caught up in the clouds. It was raining. But then luckily by the time we got into Manhattan, the rain let up, and we ended up going to where the Tribute in Light emanates from. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do that again. Go on top of the parking garage where these are all set up. But good to see you there from Santiago, Chile. Welcome. Okay, so now let's head up. We're now gonna leave the Tribute in Light for a few moments here as we make our way to Brooklyn Bridge. Good to see you, Vanessa. Absolutely, Vanessa. Absolutely. Let's make our way over to Brooklyn Bridge. Absolutely, Brandon. Good to see you. All right, so now we are up on Columbia Heights. We gotta get one last view of the Tribute in Light from this perspective here in Brooklyn Heights. We'll get one last view here. And then we'll head over to Brooklyn Bridge, which I hope is not too crazy. Absolutely, Cliff. Hopefully Brooklyn Bridge not too crazy today. Yeah, autumn. I think we found a good balance between creating a new place where people could work and create and still remember. All right, let's get a couple of screenshots for you guys. We want to get some wallpapers. Keep the camera really still for you guys. Just take this in for a little bit. You're more than welcome, Michelle. Like I said, this is kind of like a therapy for me doing this live stream every year. Very much like therapy, so kind of helps me cope with this awful day. Yeah, the Brooklyn Bridge is going to be crazy. Probably will be. Probably will be. Wide angle lens always looks darker at this time of day than the 1X lens. Get some wallpapers for you guys before we leave the beautiful Brooklyn Heights. That's a good one right there. That's a wallpaper. There you go. Got a lot of great buildings in that view. One World Trade Center, Woolworth Building. And it just always amazes me. You just look, and look again, you gotta look straight up again. Look at this. On a clear night like tonight, it is really impressive. And look at the tree. The tree's blocking the shot. We look straight up. It's the tree that frames it. Just unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Did I take pictures in the days, weeks, and months after September 11th? No. No, and I'm not taking pictures right now. I'm just focusing on the live stream.
It's kind of funny that it's
Let's continue on for you guys. Let's make our way to Brooklyn Bridge. Let's make our way to Brooklyn Bridge. We're going to go down Cranberry Street if you're following along on a map. And on the next corner to our left-hand side is going to be the home that was used in the movie Moonstruck. Today, Amy Schumer lives there. Beautiful house from 1833. Unfortunately, I did not win the Mega Millions, so won't be moving in anytime soon. Me and the Duchess and the Chihuahuas won't be moving in anytime soon. Here it is. I love this house too. It's beautiful. This house right here. Let's see, are the lights turned on? Let's see, no lights are turned on. I guess Amy is not home. This is the house used in the movie Moonstruck. Right here. She has a really cool chandelier. That's why I was hoping the lights were on. Now, you know what, Shaky Dave? If you want to pay tribute to the people we lost 23 years ago, I said this morning on the live stream. Be of service to somebody, even if you don't know them. Do a deed. Volunteer somewhere. Volunteer at a food pantry or help your neighbor. Today's the day. Every day we could do it, but especially today is the day where we could be in service to others, and that's the best way we can honor all of our loved ones we have lost over the years. You're more than welcome, Cake 813. More than welcome. Music, welcome. John Doe, thank you so much for subscribing. Happy you found me too. Ooh, he volunteered at a soup kitchen, 2 years. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, pay it forward, everybody. For the rest of the week, do me a favor. Let's pay it forward. Let's be there for our neighbors. Let's help out our fellow human beings. Good to see you, Brian. Welcome. Yeah, Vanessa, it's kind of crazy. Light of wisdom, appreciate those words.
The cat?
Assumption Parish are passing right now. And there you go. Thank you so much, Neil. That is the Police Benevolent Association. The Widow and Children's Fund helping. Yeah, that'd be a great donation. Quiet. It's very quiet here, Cynthia. Very quiet here in Brooklyn Heights. It's kind of always quiet over here. But I have a feeling when we get to the Brooklyn Bridge, it's going to be a little noisier, a little crazy. Let's also see how many vendors are back on the bridge. Vendors have been making their way back onto the bridge as of late. We're gonna head down to Mirach Street. And this is where we do our little zigzag over to the Brooklyn Bridge. And as you can hear and see, life goes on, baby. That's the best way you could tell the terrorists to go F themselves. Live your life. Live it the way you want to live it. And be proud of who you are. Good to see you there, Tom. You can see the Tribune Light out in Lynbrook, Long Island. Yeah, Tom. Big day in history. Big day here. I mean, when you think about New York, you know, fundamentally, New York is history. New York is where everything comes together. Ghostly64, welcome. You're more than welcome for the walk. Welcome on into the show. Welcome everybody into the show. Make sure you hit the like button. Let's get to 300 likes. That'll be much appreciated, guys. Let's get to 300 likes. Help the algorithm promote the channel and the broadcast tonight. That'll be much appreciated. Oh yeah, I could tell the bridge is gonna be crowded. There's gonna be a lot of people on Brooklyn Bridge tonight. And it seems like we still have traffic. Yeah, there's been bad traffic all day today. Doesn't help that the UN General Assembly started up yesterday. Fashion Weeks, there's still some ongoings or doings for Fashion Week and US Open winding down. Yeah, Cake 813, it's pretty impressive how we could see the tribute basically anywhere in the city. Up to 259 likes. Let's get to 300. Let's get to 300, ladies and gentlemen. And whoever decided to have the MTV Music Awards tonight is just ridiculous. I don't think we should have the MTV Music Awards tonight. Couldn't they wait until Friday? They could have had other stuff go on, but no, they got to do it. Anyway, that building right over there, that's the Office of Emergency Management. This is where we coordinate fire department with the police department with the EMS, and all other federal, state, and city resources The OEM was moved here after September 11th because the original Office of Emergency Management was at number 7 World Trade Center. After that, it moved over here, and it's been here ever since. Yes, dear, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much. From Massachusetts, you love the Mets, Brian? Me too, Brian. Me too. But there it is, Office of Emergency Management. OEM. Let's head up onto the bridge. Let's head up onto the bridge. And unfortunately, I do not have my Brooklyn Bridge graphic because for some reason Prism Live Studio purged all my graphics and stuff like that. So I still got to rebuild my graphic database. So Nabul, if you're watching on a replay, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you know, Neil, there was a weird story about how the OEM ended up at 7 World Trade Center. It was like a weird, like, Port Authority had extra space and shit like that. It's such a weird story about how the OEM ended up there. But, I mean, the building fundamentally was a reinforced building. But, you know, obviously nobody could even plan for what happened. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a little crazy today. Let's do it. Onto the 141-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. Hopefully people are respectful on here. I doubt it, but let's see. Let's see what happens. And we should, once we get onto the promenade, get a great view. You worked at the OEM through snowstorms? Nice. Yes, Cody, eventually we will be concluding at Memorial Plaza, but along the way we will go to where the lights emanate from. Oh boy, yeah, Bridges. Bridge is a little crowded. Karen, I just got home from work. I worked in Lower Manhattan at 55 Water Street, and I just got home from work when everything started happening. I was in Brooklyn. Watched the South Tower collapse from my roof, not realizing I'm watching the South Tower collapse. It kind of happened in slow motion. And if I would have known a second aircraft was going to hit, I could have stayed on my roof and watched the plane descend out of what is it, 10,000 feet, and make a wide right-hand turn. Sorry, no, wide left-hand turn into the South Tower. You live in Newark and cannot see the beams. You're probably looking in the wrong direction, Karen. You got to look towards the east. But they are visible basically everywhere. I'm going to get a lot of people who are going to walk right behind me today. So, yeah, see, he looks back like a... So we're going to get a lot of people who are a little bit disrespectful to the stream tonight. More than welcome, Cody. And Shaky Dave with a $10 super chat. Shaky Dave, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super chat. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream. So like I said, Marco, I just got home from work. I worked in Lower Manhattan. Yes, indeed, Brian. Good to see you there, Ed Allen. Welcome. Making our way up and over the Brooklyn Bridge. The 141-year-old Brooklyn Bridge opened up on May 24th, 1883. I tell you one thing, this bridge has a story to tell. This bridge has a lot of stories to tell. The towers of the Brooklyn Bridge, when they were completed in the summer of 1875, these were the tallest man-made structures on the North American continent. And they held that title for nearly 40 years. But this bridge has a story to tell and then some. Got Ed Allen, everybody. Good to see you. Can we get to 350, maybe 375 likes? That'll be amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Julie. Julie, the Brooklyn Bridge is in my office, so I'm very blessed to tell the story of the Brooklyn Bridge. One of the New Yorkers I always want to meet. If I could ever meet John Roebling and Washington Roebling and Miss Emily Warren Roebling, I would give anything to talk to those three individuals. Yep, Brooklyn Bridge, one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. Little Poots, bonsoir, bienvenue. Yeah, Neil. This bridge covered in people. My father, who worked at the United Nations, he walked home and he walked over Brooklyn Bridge. He did an 18-mile walk, my father. Wow. Wow, Gennaro J. Well, hope you. Is your father still alive, Gennaro? Happy birthday to your father. Wow, she was late getting back from lunch. Holy cow. Kala, right? Katla, welcome. You live on the west side. Well, if you look towards the east, Karen, you should be able to see the beams tonight. The beams are visible on a night like tonight up to 60 miles away. I mean, now the Brooklyn Bridge with its new lighting package, absolutely incredible. Okay, awesome, Gennaro J. Happy birthday to your father. I don't want to assume anything, especially on a day like today, but happy birthday to your father. Right, so there's an amazing view. Beautiful Tribune light. Making our way over the Brooklyn Bridge right now. Taking in the sights here. And it is a beautiful sight. When we get to the mid-span of the bridge, to the expansion joint, we will stop and take in the view, take a view up to Midtown and really frame up some nice wallpaper shots for you guys. The beautiful Brooklyn Bridge. Let's go wide angle here. It's gonna get a little dark. Gotta get a little dark. Munzir, good to see you. Gotta get a little dark here on the wide angle. And as you see, we got a lot of people. I tell you, if this bridge could tell a story. This bridge has seen so much. Looking into the lens, this guy here. Good to see you there, Rory. You're more than welcome. Good to see you, Rory. Keep on hitting that like button. Well, it's a beautiful night, Shaky Dave, so yeah, a lot of people are going to be up here on the bridge tonight. And it's not late enough. Usually like around 10 o'clock it kind of clears out. But I did want to get a little bit of afterglow for you guys. Now keep in mind, the Tribune light may turn off from time to time, so migratory birds do not get lost. Or more importantly, fly into other buildings in Lower Manhattan. So keep that in mind as we make our way around town this evening. Yeah, the bridge is very bright. I think they could have toned it down a little bit, but then again, we recently cleaned the towers of the Brooklyn Bridge, so This is what the towers looked like when the bridge was first unveiled, you know? White. That's amazing. For many years, you know, it was kind of like a brown color. Almost looks like marble. So this is the Brooklyn Tower. Good to see you, Danielle. Making our way out now to the mid-span of the bridge. Look at that view. Incredible. And Major's Minis with a $10 super chat. Jack, thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream with a very generous $10 super chat. Thanks so much for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super chat. And yes, indeed, prayers to everybody. Absolutely, it is not easy, but you're more than welcome, Jack. Everyone check out Majors_Minis over on Instagram. Majors Minis is a really cool artist, amazing artist from Southern Brooklyn. Brian Davis, good to see you. Welcome. And the plaques that we just walked past, we saw one of the dedication plaques. The dedication plaques are the really big plaques on each tower. And then on the back side, we passed it. There's a builder's plaque, which pays tribute to Miss Emily Warren Roebling. And it's a little dark right now, so we can't see the plaques too well, so we're gonna do that again. We'll do a proper Brooklyn Bridge walking tour in the near future, so stay tuned. Beach Bum, good to see you. Christina Parker, Boa noite, Brazil. Never forget, indeed. Never forget, indeed. Again, when we get to the mid-span of the bridge, we're gonna take in the view. And so far so good. Yeah, so far so good. No vendors on the bridge just yet. I have a feeling they're all on the Manhattan side of the bridge. But we'll see. We'll see. So far so good though. I just miss my dollar water guy. I hope these good people. To the mid-span of the Brooklyn Bridge. This promenade that we're walking on is in the exact same spot as it was when the Brooklyn Bridge first opened up on May 24th, 1883. Good to see you, Izio from Peru. Absolutely, never forget. And rest in peace to everybody. Absolutely. All right, we're coming up to the expansion joint here. The bridge looks like everyone's at the expansion joint, so that's pretty good. We'll hang out here just short of it, so we can take in some views here. But here we are, Brooklyn Bridge, everyone. Benjamin, good to see you. Buenos tardes. Buenos noches from Chile. Good to see you, Benjamin. And again, you can look straight up and it just goes on forever. Look at that. Actually looking at a planet up there, I think, or maybe a plane or maybe a space station. Who knows? That thing's way up there. Get you guys a little screenshot here. Let me frame up a shot for you guys. Guys got a couple of wallpapers here if you're watching and want a wallpaper here. I'll keep the camera super still. Wait, let me frame up this just right here. There you go. Good to see you, Emily. Welcome. Hope you're doing great. Hope you and your fiance are doing great this evening. And look at the moon here. This is an incredible shot here. Let's go wide angle here. It's gonna get a little dark. Gotta get a little dark, but we got the moon just hanging out. Look at that. We got the moon right over there, and let's get the light on it so we could focus. Nice celestial coordinates tonight. A beautiful, what was that there, like a half a moon right there? Leave it. We absolutely did come back stronger than ever, absolutely. Taking the view of Midtown. All the buildings lit up in blue in honor of September 11th. Let's frame up a really nice shot for you guys. Let's frame something up nice. Greatest skyline in the world right there. There's your Midtown Manhattan skyline. If you know where to look, you can see your Empire State Building, your One Vanderbilt. Under construction, you can see the new headquarters, the Chase Manhattan Bank. 432 Park Avenue, the Chrysler Building, the Citicorp Center, all within the shot right there. Sean, you're more than welcome for doing this. Emiliano, welcome. Absolutely stunning indeed. Absolutely stunning indeed. Greatest skyline in the world right there. Greatest skyline in the world. Take it in, drink it in. Like I always say, we only get one chance at this, kids, so make sure you make the best out of your life. And again, in honor of September 11th, if you want to do anything for the rest of the week, be of service to your fellow human beings in your community. Benjamin, the most beautiful skyline in the world. There is only one New York. Let's get some last views here of our tribute in light. From the expansion joint. We're right here at the expansion joint right here of the Brooklyn Bridge. Absolutely, Zio. Absolutely. Oh, it's the first quarter of a moon there. There you go. Let's frame that up for you guys nice. Greatest skyline in the world, the greatest bridge in the world. Colors are beautiful tonight. If you want to feel inspired about New York City, there's a great kind of like a documentary film, even though it's kind of like a music video kind of film, from 1964 from Jan Yours. It's called Only One New York. And I highly recommend watching that after I conclude my live stream tonight. Good to see you, Ange. Hope you and Joe are having a great day. Everyone follow Yo Ange, fantastic live streamer from the Upper West Side. Follow Ange and Joe and their coffee-fueled adventures around New York City and beyond. Everyone check out Yo Ange. You're more than welcome for sharing this. This is like cathartic for me, Ange. This is like therapy for me, doing this. So this definitely helps me out mentally, doing this today. And I love sharing it.
But let's be honest, I'll give anything to have those Twin Towers back. There it is. Thank you so much, Neil, for the link. Only One New York from 1964. I love that movie. That movie just freaking love it. Kimberly Grace, good to see you. You're more than welcome. Architecture is beautiful. You visited the Firemen's Memorial today. Absolutely. Good to see you, Sanchez. Welcome. Amazing views indeed. Let's continue on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's head into Manhattan. Let me recenter this gimbal here. We're going to get walking again. It is incredible. The Tribune Light with the new lighting package here on Brooklyn Bridge, man. Wow. Really complements it. I'm very impressed by the lighting package tonight. I didn't know it was going to hit this just right like this. Good to see you, Pat Waters Vlogs. Welcome. Making our way into Manhattan now. Yeah, isn't it crazy, Ange? Yeah, you can see the we got some. I think we got some photograph helicopters up tonight. Fly Nyan is doing their Tribute in Light flights tonight. So we got a few helicopters kind of circling around Lower Manhattan. And of course, I think tonight's approach to LaGuardia brings them over the Hudson River. Jimmy Z out there in New Jersey, welcome. I hope you're having a great day too. Appreciate those kind words. Good to see you there, Indians Exposed. Welcome. Making our way into Manhattan. My office to Brooklyn Bridge. I feel like I came over this bridge a few hours ago. Wait, I did. Good to see you, Phyllis. Beautiful indeed, Phyllis. Absolutely. I do this every year. This is my 9th year live streaming this. My 5th year live streaming this here on YouTube. And oh my God, that, you know what? That scene when Frank Sinatra sings the song Brooklyn Bridge, it's right up here. And I know that because it's one of the last kind of spider cables coming down at an angle there. He sings the song right there. And one of my favorite movies, if you're feeling a little sad tonight, I highly recommend watching It Happened in Brooklyn, starring a young Frank Sinatra, Jimmy Durante, and a cast of many other people. We had an audience here. We had an audience. Oh my goodness, the space station's really gonna fly over us at 9:15. I'm gonna try to catch that, Susan. I'm gonna try to catch that. Good to see you, Mark. Good to see you, sir. And good to see you, Sally Skipico. Welcome. Cake, I'm here for you guys who can't be in New York City. So thus we are doing a tour. This is a tour. I'm here to show you guys the Tribune in Light from many different vantage points. Some very iconic points here along the way. So good to see you there, Magic. And Mary McHugh with a $20 super chat. Mary McHugh, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $5 club 4 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 super chat. Never forget, Mary. Absolutely. Mary, thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting the channel, guys. And even if you hit the thumbs up, it's much, much, much appreciated. There's a concert going on top of Pier 17, it sounds like. We could hear the music from here. See, concerts, that's cool. MTV Music Awards, not so much. We got a bike on here? Yo, there's a bike lane down below, bro. What the hell? Good to see you, Josh. Welcome. So far, the only vendor we've seen, but they're in a small little cart. They're selling fruits and water, not a big deal. Alfred Hinkle with a $5 super chat. Alfred Hinkle, thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's video with a very generous $5 super chat. Thanks so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated.
with a big $5 super chat. Thank you so much there, Alfred, for sponsoring tonight's live stream. And here is the official dedication plaque right here. This is the plaque that everybody got around on May 24th, 1883. I tell you, they built something, they made something to last, the Roeblings. And here's the reconstruction plaque from 1954. And everyone enjoying the view here. Let's head into Manhattan. And no doubt it's going to get a lot more crowded on this side of the bridge. If you do come to New York City and you choose to walk over the Brooklyn Bridge, do me a favor as a lifelong New Yorker and New York City, licensed New York City tour guide, walk across the bridge. Walk all the way across the bridge. Don't go halfway and turn around. Walk all the way across the bridge and experience it. Bare utility. Bare utility is this bridge. And they built it to last. They knew it was going to outlive them, so. I find myself having to stop from time to time because I do attract a bit of an audience when I start spitting the facts. Oh, these guys really want to be on camera here. There you go. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Anyway, walk all the way across the bridge, guys. As I used to say back in the day, take a leg over the Brooklyn Bridge. Take it in. As the great David McCullough once said about the Brooklyn Bridge, it's like walking on the rim of the Grand Canyon. No one should miss it. And the fact that it's a man-made structure makes it all the better. And I have to agree with David McCullough. One of my tour guide live stream inspirations. Investigator, good to see you, sir. Welcome. Making our way into Manhattan. And after this, we're going to make our way south along Broadway. After that, Trinity Church. And we get some beautiful views down on Trinity. Yeah, Shaky Day. A lot of people on the bridge tonight. It's a beautiful night, so there's going to be a lot of people out. I tell you, it's just so incredible. These beams of light here really is quite a sight to see. And I hope I could give you guys a little bit of what it's like to experience this. Good to see you, Nicholas. Welcome. Wow, Jane's addiction, Norm. Good to see you, Norm. I hope you're doing well, Norm. I've been thinking about you today, man. Good to see you, Norm. The great Norman Blake. One of the great photographers here in New York City. But wow, Jane's Addiction's playing. Yeah, all right, I'm down with that. I'm down with a little bit of Jane's Addiction tonight. Why not? Making our way into Manhattan. If you're just joining us, the beautiful municipal building just off to our right-hand side with the beautiful gold statue on top. Her name is Civic Fame. Civic Fame is made of copper, clad in 24-karat gold leaf, and she's holding up a crown. The crown has 5 points on it, one for each of our 5 boroughs here in New York City. So no, Mark, the Tribune and Light was never exactly where the Twin Towers stood. 6 months after September 11th, the first version of the Tribune and Light came together, and that was in a parking garage just to the north of the World Trade Center. That parking garage, coincidentally enough, also had a large tent that was dubbed the Taj Mahal. That tent was where we identified all the remains that we found in the rubble. But 6 months after September 11th, the first version of the Tribute and Light was set up there. Today, that is where 200 West Street stands today. On the first anniversary of September 11th, the lights were set up where they are today, which is a parking garage at the entrance to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Good to see you, Janice. Welcome. In a weird way, I kind of wish they would set up the lights exactly where the Twin Towers stood, but like the logistics of that is just a little bit too much, and then also you wouldn't be able to have the memorial open the way it is tonight. So, but I've always wondered about that. You know, there's 88 xenon bulbs there, and if they could spread them out and place them around the voids at Memorial Plaza, I mean, it would look insane. I always think about that, how crazy that would look. But unfortunately, yeah, the Tribute and Light was never exactly where the Twin Towers stood. Jan, it's good to see you. You're more than welcome. JC Browser, welcome. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. First time watching me, I am a licensed New York City tour guide, and I give tours around here in New York City and show you guys the other side of New York. I like to get out of Midtown Manhattan. And we go to all the boroughs and beyond. We were in New Jersey the other day, for instance. And I like to specialize, besides New York City history, I really love showing you guys some art. We visit art galleries from time to time on the channel here. And I love showing you guys really cool and weird and interesting stuff. That's what I'm here for you. That's what I'm here for. Music is checking on in from Westchester. Welcome. Am I one of the top 5 live streamers on YouTube? I wish my subscriber count showed that. Subscribe, folks, and get me to 100,000. You want to see me cry on live stream? When I get my 100,000 subscriber button, I will definitely cry on a live stream. Good to see you there. What is that? Delcon or Defcom? Defcon out there in Staten Island. Welcome. Marco Buster is checking on in from Mexico. Buenos tardes, Mexico. Picture is so clear, Cynthia. Yeah, we got a good signal. We got a good signal so far tonight. We're doing good when it comes to the signal here as we make our way into Manhattan. There's the municipal building, and then just off to the right-hand side, number 60 Center Street, that gold pyramid, that's the federal courthouse. That's in that direction there. That's Foley Square, where all the courthouses are. And then, of course, we got One World Trade Center with the blue spire on top, and then just in front of that to the right-hand side, my favorite skyscraper in all of New York City, the Woolworth Building. In the foreground, right in the middle of the shot, that is New York by Frank Gehry. It's an apartment building. And there is our Tribute and Lights. And a plane just flew right over the Tribute and lit up from underneath. That was incredible. We're not going to the courthouse today, kids. We're not going to the courthouse. We're not going to the courthouse. Ah, Janice, that's awesome. Marilyn T. Smalls checking on in from Coney Island. Marilyn, good to see you out there in Coney. That's where I'll be heading and resting my head after the stream. You thought it was a bird? I thought it was a bird too, Ed. And yeah, that was a plane lighting up. 3 court officers, a captain, And 2 sergeants were victims on September 11th. Yeah, we lost, what, 42, 41 members of the NYPD? I think of Bay Ridge's own Morris Smith, who is helping people out in her last moments. So, Nicholas, we will be concluding our tour today at Memorial Plaza. They don't close the memorial until like 11 o'clock at night tonight. So they leave it open pretty late so we could observe the tribute in light. But we will be concluding at Memorial Plaza, so that's where we end our tour. Walter, good to see you. Including your girl pal and family. Stay well indeed from the rock and roll city of Cleveland. Walter, let me tell you something. Cleveland rocks. Good to see you. It is no more than Mistake on the Lake. Did you see Balloon Fest? I'm sorry, I always think of Balloon Fest whenever I think of Cleveland. Like I said, Lisa, yeah, I could easily see the lights from where I live in Coney. Our house has an exposure towards Manhattan, so it's right out our front door. We could see the tribute light right out our front door. Good to see you, Jose Torres. Buenos noches, Puerto Rico. Yes, we did lose a couple of search dogs, and we actually lost more search dogs in the aftermath after September 11. And I believe there is a memorial and dedicated to the search dogs. But now we're heading towards City Hall. That's where all those hot dog stands are. So, okay, only one vendor up on the bridge. So that's good. And they're perfectly fine, the one vendor that was on there. It was a small push cart. They were selling water and fruit and stuff. So that's not too, they weren't hindering anybody's transit, if you will. All the hot dog vendors that have no doubt been here all day when I did my tour this morning and whatnot. Boggled my mind today that the one thing that kind of stuck with me was during the entire duration of my bicycle tour today, they were reading the names. It takes a little over 3 hours to read the names. It begins at 8:46 and it concludes a little after 12:30. And of course, the reading of the names is probably something that will never stop. Good to see you, Jared, out there in Hudson, Michigan. Michigan pure, Jared. Good to see you. We're now swinging on to Park Row. And just up to our right-hand side, this is City Hall. New York City Hall, the oldest continuously operating city hall in the United States. The building was completed in 1811, opened up for business in 1812. And the mayor still has his office in there. City council still has their chambers in there. You watch that on Pluto TV? Yeah. Wow, your dad responded to the World Trade Center on 9/11. Wow. Well, I want to thank your father for his service. I don't know how many people read the names, so it happens in pairs, Nicholas. It happens in pairs, so you have family members who read a whole list of the names and then they give a tribute to their loved one. But they do it in pairs, and I think this year we weren't focusing on anybody old or young. It was kind of like everybody was mixed this year. Wow, you left New York City a week before, Walter. Wow. Someone else who's on my mind on this day is one of my favorite New York City television reporters, and that is the great Dick Oliver of Channel 5, WNYW. We're coming up to the spot where he reported the news for 3 days. He also was here when the first plane struck and everything. It was primary day on September 11, 2001, so he was here to cover the primaries. But Dick Oliver literally stayed at this spot for 3 days, and I could vouch for that because I was here on September 13th, and he was still here. But he reported from right there. He reported everything from right there, and you could see that here on YouTube. Arjan, I'm doing okay today. I hope you're doing all right. We're gonna make our way into City Hall Park. And get one of my favorite views of the Tribune and Light coming up, where we're gonna be looking right down Broadway. Yep, yeah, it was primary day, Ollie. I hear the ringing of the bells at St. Paul's Chapel. I'm assuming it's 9 o'clock. It does, Ollie, yeah. Seeing the news footage from that day. I'm trying to stay away from watching that stuff, but I did find myself watching a little bit of it today. I think the most disturbing footage that I've seen that I didn't see on the day of was, they did tape an episode of Live with Regis and Kelly, and it is just, it's awful. It is so awful, especially hearing the audience react. But here's City Hall. Wow, you're heading into Manhattan? Wow. So here's City Hall, all lit up in blue in honor of September 11. You get your municipal building right there behind the trees. And then we're gonna go wide angle here because this view is really cool. Let's go wide angle. And then as we turn around, our Tribune and Light right there with the Woolworth building. Let's frame it up for you guys, which is a beautiful, beautiful shot. Through the trees, we walk. And there it is. Yeah, they watched it in real time. It was pretty awful. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Just up to the right-hand side, the Woolworth building. Sammy, you're more than welcome. Young Nation, good to see you. You're more than welcome. Good, you're falling asleep, Young Nation. Just leave me on, Young Nation. Fall asleep. And enjoy. Beautiful Tribune and Light. Yeah, there it is. Thank you so much, Neil. I love how the buildings frame it up. I'll see you later, Walter. Thank you so much for hanging on out. Look at that. Just incredible. Just incredible. Let's head on south along Broadway. Here is City Hall Fountain, Jacob Ray Mould Fountain, built to commemorate the opening of the city's first fresh water system called the Croton Aqueduct. Good to see you, Griff, up there in Vancouver, Canada. I'm doing all right today, Griff. You plan on moving to New York after you finish university? Benjamin, come on out. Come on out to New York, make some money. This is what we're here for. We make money, we make memories, and most importantly, we spread love. I'm glad you're enjoying, Walter. Thank you so much for hanging on out. Did we hit 400 likes? Oh my goodness, thank you guys so much for the likes. Keep them coming. Let's get to 500, guys. Let's get to 500. Help me spread this channel to more people. Like I said, doing this little walk today is very cathartic for me. It's like therapy. Look at this. We're gonna look straight up, guys. Look at this shot here. I love this. Look at this. We're gonna look straight up. Look at this. Straight up. Wow. Good to see you, Yulia. You know what, Janice? I still, to a certain extent, Janice, I still love Rudolph Giuliani. He brought us together when we needed to be brought together, and he did lead this city very well. But you know, I kind of feel bad for Rudy. That's all I'm gonna say. I kind of feel bad for the guy. But I still think that he's one of the best mayors we ever had in New York City history. You're more than welcome, KK13. Beautiful, right? Here we are. Broadway, everybody. Absolutely, Neil. We have enough light here, we could go wide angle. But you know, that's what Rudy did. He brought us together. And you know, yeah. And he did a lot of great things for the city. He did a lot of messed up things for the city. All mayors do that. So, you know, no mayor is perfect. But Rudy, he was a pretty good one. Yeah, he did do a lot for New York. Sorry, headphone viewers. Good to see you, CC. Welcome. Across the street, we have the beautiful St. Paul's Chapel. St. Paul's Chapel, literally one of the oldest buildings in all of New York City. This is the second version of St. Paul's Chapel, built in 1797. Miraculously surviving both collapses of the World Trade Center, especially the North Tower. But this was appreciated. Oh, they're ruining the tour, literally. But that's cool. You can stare at me all you want. I don't give a shit. That was incredibly rude. Don't be like those tourist people. We'll get back into the story here in a moment. But let me reframe this for you guys. That was so dumb. Anyway, again, St. Paul's Chapel. The first version of St. Paul's Chapel burned down in 1776 in the Great Fire of 1776. This second version of St. Paul's Chapel opens up in 1797. It's made of Manhattan schist, the bedrock of Manhattan Island. And like I said, in the days, weeks, and months after September 11th, all the first responders came here to have a little bit of respite, to get a snack, to take a nap while they worked in that horrible pile at the World Trade Center. There is a pew inside the church where you could see all of the scratches and striations of these first responders. And there is a little memorial set up for September 11th inside St. Paul's Chapel. I highly recommend checking that out. Now, behind St. Paul's Chapel, unfortunately the cemetery is closed, but behind St. Paul's Chapel is the Bell of Hope, and that is a beautiful bell given to us by the City of London in recognition of our ties in the days, weeks, and months after September 11th. And they only ring it today. They only ring the bell today. And we've seen that bell many times. We've seen the Bell of Hope many times, but unfortunately it is all closed up right now because it is after hours. So we'll see that in the future. Good to see you downtown Toronto. So many lives lost indeed. You're more than welcome for our tour today. Absolutely, Mimi, absolutely. The Bell of Hope was forged in the Whitechapel foundry, the same foundry that cast the Liberty Bell and Big Ben, which is pretty incredible. It was presented to the City of New York by the Lord Mayor of London and the Archbishop of Canterbury. Let's make our way south along Broadway here. See, when I go into tour guide mode, people just decide to stand right next to me. It's a little annoying, but I understand. I get my my narration voice going. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? Want to give you guys all the views here so you guys could feel like you're here with me. Good to see you, Joey and Cora. Welcome. Your aunt worked at the Pentagon. Wow. Called off sick. Holy cow. Well, I'm happy your aunt called in sick. But good to see you there. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Yes, the gates of St. Paul's Chapel were completely covered in signs of missing people, pictures, and eventually it became a memorial. People started placing like teddy bears and ribbons there, and those fences were completely covered for months after. And you can see a little bit of that in the Memorial Museum. So thus, I left even before the tour that I was being given concluded, so I really couldn't handle it. So Memorial Plaza is like more than enough for me. To go into the museum is too much. But I highly recommend going into the museum. Since we're a little bit blocked by the buildings now, I'll tell you about my favorite artifact in the 9/11 Memorial Museum, and that's a squeegee handle. It's a tiny little squeegee handle. There was a window washer with 6 other office workers, and they were taking the express elevator up to the 3rd sky lobby in the North Tower. The North Tower gets struck by the first aircraft. Their elevator gets stuck between the 69th and 70th floors. They begin to smell smoke. They begin to smell fire. They knew how to get out of that elevator. The window washer knew something very important, that the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center were some of the lightest buildings ever conceived by humans. By volume, the Twin Towers were 70% air. And also, there were no masonry walls in the Twin Towers. It was just 2 pieces of sheetrock that separated the elevator shafts and stairways from the working office floors. The window washer knew this, so he used his metal piece of his squeegee handle. They were able to crack open those doors, and then the window washer used the jagged piece of the squeegee handle to hack away against the wall. They actually come out into a bathroom, and then they begin to walk down 70 flights of stairs. In that time, the South Tower gets struck by the second aircraft. The South Tower collapses, and by the time they're down at street level, there's no police officers or firemen able to help them escape from the North Tower. They make it about 1 block north, dodging who knows what was falling from those buildings at that moment. They make it about 1 block north, and then the North Tower finally collapses. To think a tiny squeegee handle saved 7 lives, and that is on display in the museum. There's also a video here on YouTube which showcases the squeegee handle. And and what's even amazing about it, there's even a little bit of sheetrock dust on the squeegee handle. So when it comes to September 11th, it doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. And you know what? That's right. Let's go say hi to Double Check. Neil, I knew I was forgetting something. Thank you, sir. Neil just reminded me, we got to go see our friend, especially today, and that's Double Check. Double Check is this amazing statue created by Stuart Johnson Stewart, and he's in the live stream. But let's go say hi to Double Check. Double Check ends up becoming a bit of a memorial for the first responders. And yeah, Double Check is very much a survivor. Now, unfortunately, they had to move Double Check to where he is today because these horrible 9/11 booksellers were using him as a point of reference. But here he is. Here he is. Good to see you, man. I love this guy. Chris Lombardi, good to see you. Shout out to your partner, Gary Oposto, who was a first responder with the fire department on September 11th. You're more than welcome, Chris. And thank you, Gary, for your service. He's still looking for that fountain pen. He has been looking for this pen since 1982. But he survived both collapses of the World Trade Center. He's a survivor. I love this guy. If you ever see this guy, if you ever come out to New York, tap him on the head 3 times for good luck. I've been tapping double check on the head since the 90s. And where he used to be right down the block over there, but unfortunately those horrible 9/11 picture book sellers were using him as a point of reference, so the Downtown Alliance had him move to where he is today. But he was covered in flowers and fire department pins, and there's actually a recreation of what he looked like after September 11th over in Jersey City, New Jersey. So if you're ever in Jersey, New Jersey by what's it, Journal Square, go say hi to him. When I think of New York City, this is where I always think of it. I think of downtown here. There's the beautiful cube. And then we're getting closer. We're getting closer to that beautiful tribute. Look at that, we can look straight up. Look at that, just incredible. Yeah, Janice, the reason why he moves, the way they had to move him, it kind of infuriates me, to be honest. I could actually show you exactly where he used to be. There is a little bit of remnants where he exactly sat back in the day. And those horrible 9/11 picture book sellers, which, by the way, if you ever come to New York, don't buy any of these books. There is an official photograph book at the 9/11 Museum and Memorial, so I highly recommend buying that copy because a lot of that money goes back to the families that were affected on September 11th. Yes, I did, Neil. Yes, I did. Dream Villain, I'm not really, I may be a tour guide, but I'm not really good when it comes to like hotels. But like Lower Manhattan's a great place to stay. Long Island City, downtown Brooklyn all have fine hotels. But Nicholas, yes, we are on Broadway now. Yeah, Janice. Look at this, got a little wedding party happening here. That's cool. And as we get closer, oh my goodness, it's Stan.
Who just hate you?
You hate me?
Yeah, I saw your post today. He's a genius.
Thank you so much for the kind words.
By the door of the Dwayne Reed,
Yeah.
you get the tower with the towers of light.
Oh, wow. By the Dwayne Reed, okay. How you doing, Stan? Hope you're doing well.
Well, I'm celebrating all the stuff in my lungs from September 11th. I cough a lot now.
Yeah. Oh,
I
I'm
went
sorry.
into my physical at the World Trade Center office.
Yeah.
Compensation fund.
Yeah.
And everybody in there was my age. So it's like
I'm sorry, Stan.
I'm alive.
That's all that matters. That's right.
Yeah.
Tour guiding, so one of the best tour guides here, folks.
He's full of, as they say in Irish communities, malarkey.
Malarkey. Okay. Well, it's a beautiful night tonight. Unbelievable.
I really should start what you're doing. I met a guy who does this over there by Zuccotti Park. Kumo Monster.
Oh, Kuma. Oh, he's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, Kuma Monster's really cool. He's good people.
He told me I should do this, and he told me I should get a press pass.
Yes, that's my next step. Is I got to get a press pass myself. But I get invited to all the cool events. So I mean, it's like I don't really need it.
No.
The events that I want to cover, they like the Village Halloween Parade. They invite me down. So it's like, yeah. So
I'm gonna be FDR.
Oh, you're gonna be FDR.
With 2 Ks.
Oh, Janice says, God bless you, Stan.
Hi, Janice. Thank you very much. He's right over there, God.
Yeah.
That's Trinity Church.
Yeah, it's beautiful Trinity
It's
Church.
named after the female lead in The Matrix.
Oh. That's tour guide humor for you.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But yeah, beautiful night tonight. Beautiful, beautiful night tonight.
It is. And there's lots of people.
Yeah,
It's been a beautiful day.
it really has.
Oh,
Beautiful weather.
please join my Facebook group, New York City Tourist Help. It's run by tour guides and we will help you. We won't let you be scammed.
You hear that? So, New York tour guide, New York tourist,
City Tourist Help.
New York City Tourist Help over on Facebook. Follow that group, join that group, and you'll get all the inside information and all the help and no fibbing, no lies. Good to see you, Kevin. Welcome.
Hi, Kevin. Are you my brother, Kevin, in Atlanta?
You watching in Atlanta, Kevin? Good to see you, Edgar Gonzalez. Welcome. Pittsburgh Living, good to see you. Oh, those are pork buns?
Yep.
Ah, dude.
Baked chasu bao, like $8 for 6.
$8? Yo, that's a deal. Those are really good.
Yeah.
Oh, making me hungry and I just ate.
I did too.
You can never eat enough.
What tours are you doing these
I'm
days?
doing Brooklyn. I just did Brooklyn Bridge today, and yeah,
I
still
did
doing
like
the same old loop.
I have a Brooklyn Bridge at the end of the month. And I've given them the option. Do you want to do it in the morning and go from Manhattan to Brooklyn? And if you do, do you want to go to Brooklyn Heights or Gimble? Or do you want to do it in the evening and see sunset behind the tower? walking to Manhattan?
You hear that, people? That's doing it right. Kevin's checking on in from Arizona.
Arizona. So you're not my brother, but you're good. Can I show your people something?
Yes.
Something amazing?
Yes.
Right down here.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Stan. Y'all are getting 2 tour guides for the price of 1 tonight.
So, in the 1980s, all these companies got computers, and eventually they didn't need all their offices. And the Bank of Tokyo moved up to one of the buildings on the west side of Rockefeller Center. This used to be the Bank of Tokyo. Look at those columns and that ceiling.
Holy
And
cow!
that alabaster lamp.
Alabaster lamp. Look at those columns. Holy cow!
You know you're in a bank when you're in there.
Yeah.
And for the past 8 or 10 years, it's been a pharmacy. But my father-in-law was from Japan. He worked on the 3rd floor, and after he passed away, we found a Polaroid of a man right there in a Cadillac with his feet on the seat and his butt on the back of the Cadillac waving, and it was dated 1969, and we figure it's either Neil Armstrong or Tom Seaver of the Mets. Like the guy's face is that big. And you could never
My mom was here for both of those ticker tape parades. She worked right over here at the Life and Casualty.
And now they're just trying to.
I know, they're trying to figure out what the hell to do with it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane.
40 Wall also had a Dwayne Reed.
Yeah, 40 Wall had the Dwayne
But
Reed.
that closed
Yeah.
recently.
I don't know what's up with these Dwayne Reeds closing.
I don't know what's up with these Dwayne Reeds playing country music.
Oh, yeah, it makes you feel like you're in like the suburbs, right?
I stopped listening when Tom T. Hall died.
Oh, you're dating yourself. You know that.
Oh, I have a question too.
Uh-oh.
So, which is true?
Okay.
Over there, the building, the Gothic building with white and a terracotta white and a green top. That's Matthewsa in the Harry Potter movies, Grindelwald and Fantastic Beasts. So, they all go in and then they go down underground to this giant complex where they work. Or Nicolas Cage found a giant treasure cave right under Trinity Church. Which one is real?
Which one is real, people?
That's the kind of tour guide I do.
That's Stan is the best, one of the best. Thank you so much for putting the Facebook link in the chat, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Gotta get some
Kevin,
followers.
the rest of
Yeah.
I'll start doing that. I have a good phone.
Gotta do it.
What kind of microphone do you have?
This is the Rode Wireless 2.
Okay.
So you get 2 microphones. So I got the sound pointing towards you, and I got it sound on me, and I could talk really quiet, and they could still hear me perfectly fine. Nick Cage definitely ghostly says. And then Neil says neither are real. No, they're real.
This is New York. Everything is real.
That's right. That's right. Hear that? Everything is real.
What's his name? Harry Osborne lives in a penthouse 2 blocks away from where Clark Kent works. And And they're in different universes, but they're both there.
They're both there. New York City is a movie set.
I do Superheroes in Midtown tour.
Oh, you hear that? Oh, you gotta go if you like superheroes. That's a cool tour. That's a cool tour.
And by the way, 90% of all the superheroes in the world live right here.
That's right.
Superman has a nice apartment someplace. Lois Lane's in a penthouse. They work on each 42nd.
Yeah.
Deadpool is over in Hell's Kitchen with Daredevil, who is also from a different universe. The Fantastic Four are in the Baxter Building, which is not on Baxter Street, but in the movies it looks like it's at Broadway 57.
Oh,
It
wow.
looks
Broadway
like.
57. Okay.
However, a tour guide named Jeremy Wilcox visited Vancouver early this year and found the Baxter Building and took photos of the interior. You can do that in Canada. Around here, it's no photos.
That's right.
Why not? Security. But your building's 100 years old and people have security.
Good to see you. One South Business Services. Welcome. You think they were making the movie in New York? That until what broke out. He was watching in a hospital without any sound. Wow. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Times Square. Yeah. Stan is cool. Barbara. Stan is the best. They really like you. So you got to do live streaming more. Everyone got to.
I got it.
And he got a YouTube channel. He does have a YouTube channel, folks. Oh, yeah. Break out the card.
And I'm Tour Guide Stan on Twitter.
Tour Guide Stan on Twitter. Good to see you, Lenny, out there in Down Under in Australia. Give him a follow. There's his phone number. There's his email.
The phone doesn't, my voice doesn't work on the phone. But you can WhatsApp me from around
Oh,
the world.
WhatsApp.
Give me a text. The voice doesn't work.
Okay.
I have to do a reset on the phone.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and on Instagram I have a viral video that gets around 900 views a week. It's 10 seconds long and it has to do with Spider-Man.
You hear that? Now you gotta follow him, people. You got a semi-viral video show talking about Spider-Man. You took a photo, Cynthia?
300,000 likes.
300,000. Holy cow!
I made it in June, and I stayed off Instagram. I don't care. And I went back on 2 weeks ago, and oh my God! And at that time it was 285,000, and in 2 weeks it's past 300,000. So this is a good vehicle. To
Hells yeah! Keep it moving.
All us old guys are doing that now.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta do it. You gotta conform or whatever, adapt. But hold on one sec. We got a super chat from Pittsburgh Living with a $10 super chat. Pittsburgh Living, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated, Pittsburgh Living, with a big $10 super chat. And I appreciate those kind words, man.
Because lights attract insects.
Right, yeah.
There must be a million insects.
So that's why the birds are just...
Well, they're eating the insects.
Oh, they're eating the insects. So there
I'm
you
not
go.
sure. They might be swallows, but they're probably bats at this time of day. I've never gotten a close-up good enough to see them.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like seeing
Me too. But they're doing the Hudson River approach to LaGuardia tonight. So they're gonna fly along the Hudson River and then make a right-hand turn just north of Central Park and then come on in to LaGuardia. So
Yeah. I live up in northern Manhattan where
the
we're
stupid
woken up in the
helicopters.
Look up Stop the Chop.
Oh, Stop the Chop.
They're a grassroots organization
I like
in
this.
the Upper West Side because they come up from the heliport down there, go across the Upper West Side, Central Park, Upper West Side again.
Too much. Like Apocalypse Now with all the damn helicopters.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Anyway.
for subscribing to Stan's channel.
Go about 50 feet that way, and you'll get the lights.
I get the lights
on
lined
either
up.
side of the
Oh, that's exactly what I'm going to go for.
Right.
Stan,
Good to see you.
it was good seeing you, Stan. Everyone, give him a follow. You got all his information. And go on one of his
Tour Guide
tours.
Stan on
Thank you so
YouTube,
much, Fawn Marie.
Tour Guide Stan on Twitter. I know it says something else, but
It's Twitter. I still call it Twitter too, Stan.
No, some other account.
Oh, okay.
That I made at first is on the card, but I never use it. When I run out of this 5,000.
Right. You'll update it.
I love New York, sure.
Thank you so much, Pat. Is tourist.
If you want me to walk around with you, I'd be happy.
All right. Well, we're just gonna hang out. We're just gonna go down from here. We're gonna get some more views, and then we're gonna end up going to the parking garage and take the elevator up. And
the elevator. Actually, I don't know if the garage is open. I didn't.
Yeah.
I went over the bridge.
Yeah, me too. I'm coming over Brooklyn Bridge right now.
Oh no, I mean the bridge, the pedestrian bridge.
Oh, the pedestrian bridge. Yeah.
Getting a mile of walking.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
But it was good seeing you,
Great
Stan.
to see you.
Everyone, give him a follow, all right, guys? Good seeing you, Stan. Thank you so much for the info.
I'm not only an enjoyer of September 11th. Well, I don't want to talk about
Right?
it.
Me too.
Have a good night.
I'll see you later, Stan. Good seeing you. Hey. There's Stan, tour guide Stan, one of the best. And look at the view here. It lines up with Trinity Church. This is why we're here. Look at this view here, guys. Look at that. Looking straight up there. Just an incredible, incredible view. The spire of Trinity Church. You know, that was the tallest building in the city when it was completed in 1776. Which is such a cool view. Isn't that crazy? Stan is a wonderful human vessel of knowledge. Yes, indeed. I wish we could say hi to Alexander Hamilton, but the cemetery is closed. I would love to show you guys Alexander Hamilton, but you know what we'll do? We'll go down that street and we'll show you the crypt, so to speak. Gotta love that stained glass, recently restored on Trinity Church. Yeah, let's head down. Let's head down Rector Street. This is pretty epic. Yeah. We're gonna cross Broadway here. This is Wall Street, of course. Right here, right down the block is the Stock Exchange, and then there's a Woolworth building right over there. And we got this tribute right there. I can't tell if I have the light or not. Let's get some more views here as we wait for the light. Okay, I think we're good. Nope, no, we're, oh, yes, we are. All right. Let's head down Rector Street here. Show you guys where Alexander Hamilton's buried. Also, Robert Fulton buried here. Amongst a couple of very other prominent New Yorkers. It's crazy that this place even survived. Good to see you, the Savage Teacher. Good to see you, Savage Teacher. Hope you're doing well too, sir. Good to see you there, Tony. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. You worked on Rector Street in the 90s. Janice, did you go to Sims? I miss going to Sims and picking up my dress shirts. It was literally right down the block from here. So here is where Alexander Hamilton is buried. Right there. Let's get a shot of that. There he is. Oh, sorry about that. There you go. Captain Kidd really buried here? Alexander Hamilton, people. All right, so now we're going to make our way over to the parking garage now, where the tribute and light emanates from. It's kind of crazy where this new Hotel Indigo stands today. This is where the old Sims was. Oh, he lived near here. He was a patron of the church. Really? See, I'm learning something too now. This tour guide's learning something too about Captain William the Kid. Look at this. It's crazy down here. Yes, he was, Neil. That happened out in New Jersey, that duel. Crazy that we could look just straight up. Pretty wild. So the lights are going to be on until sunrise. So the lights stay on all night. They may turn off from time to time to allow birds to kind of clear. But sometimes the birds kind of get caught up in the lights and zoom around. And this is about here is where I usually wake up on my express bus after I fall asleep in the tunnel. I also order my Dunkin' Donuts from the bus right about here. I'm passing the old Sims. Because an educated customer is our favorite customer. And I want to say an educated viewer is my favorite viewer. So now here we are. We're at the Battery Park, Battery Tunnel Garage. And here are where the lights emanate from, right here. See, I'm learning something new. Go for hockey, good to see you. Marty, welcome. You're not late, Marty, you're here just in time. We're gonna try to get up to the top of the garage here and actually show you where these lights emanate from before making our way up to World Trade Center. Look at that, isn't that crazy? You know, I've been seeing these lights now for 23 years. It's still impressive every single time. It really is. It's nice that random tourist just made fun of me. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys heard what he said. He said, "Ooh, look, lights." Yeah, isn't that nice? Thanks, bro. I tell you, some of these tourists have no manners. Isn't it great, Brandon? Look at this. We're here at the entrance or exit, whatever you want to call it. The Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, the entrance to it is right over there. And its parking garage kind of is over that entrance exit. And then here are where the lights emanate from. Right there. And what I'm going to try to do right now is we're going to try to head over to where we can take the elevator up there. And we'll head up to where the lights actually come from. I know there's always one in the bunch, Lenny. Absolutely. Yeah, tour's going to be tours, Mitten Kitten. Absolutely. All right, so we may lose signal for a moment, but now we're gonna put the camera on myself because we're gonna go into the elevator now. So I don't want to stick the camera in people's faces. I want to be respectful about the people around me. You're more than welcome, Cynthia. All right, here we go. Gotta take the elevator up to the top floor. Alan, I hope you're doing well today. Welcome. No, that's true, Tony. That's very true. Yeah, it's a no elevator zone. Believe me, I would like to yell in the elevator. if we get it empty on the way down. But we've made it to the top of the Battery, Brooklyn Battery Tunnel garage here. And now we are here, guys. Good to see you, Soul Tarts. Welcome. Okay, guys, let's take a look at it. $88 xenon bulbs, 7,000 watt xenon bulbs. Good to see you, Deborah. Good to see you, Torkel. Right here. And it's kind of nice that we're up here. We get a little bit darker up here. And this is kind of a cool scene. Look at this. Look at how people are laying down to look up at them. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. How crazy is this, guys? Look at this. We are here. We have made it to where these lights emanate from.
That's not. Do it with lower lighting. I think it like.
Yeah. So I want to give a big shout out to the folks at Creative Time who maintain this every year. Also Con Edison, who donate the electricity for this art piece. Looking straight up. So Anil, unfortunately, this is as far as we could get. The rest of the area is reserved for family members and people who maintain the lights. So we can't get right next to them. They're right over there. Let's take a look at them. So those are some of your 88 7,000 watt xenon bulbs there. Now, from what I hear, these things get incredibly hot, and they're constantly making sure that the dust is being cleared off of them. So Soul Tarts, you could see this as far as 60 miles away from New York. Yeah, there's people walking around because those people are of either the people who maintain the lights or first responders. They're kind of giving their own little area here closer to the lights. And you probably can feel heat from them, Fawn Marie, yeah. You probably can. Jimmy, I'm glad you're enjoying this. And yeah, anyone can come up here, Deborah. I kind of found that out by accident last year. Just incredible. You're more than welcome, Cece. Yeah, Jerry, you can see them in all 5 boroughs. It really is just amazing. Dreamville, and it's pretty emotional just to be downtown. And yeah, look at that. You can see them from the window of your apartment, Deborah. Yeah, if you know where to look, you can see these basically virtually in the New York tri-state area. Did we hit 501 likes? Thank you guys so much. Bless Bless them all indeed. There you have it. This is so cool. Very impressive. Absolutely, Hank. There you go. All the way up. So dog food, you're seeing like various bugs and stuff get into the light, and further up you'll see maybe a bird or two. Good to see you, Port City, out there in South Carolina. Welcome. This is pretty cool. I like how people are like laying down, looking up at them. It's pretty cool. It looks like little angels, right, Mitchell? I agree. But it's like bugs and stuff and little birds. But there you have it. Let's head back downstairs and let's make our way over to our final act of the live stream, Memorial Plaza. Turn the camera on myself and look, there you go. Wow. Incredible. Let's head back into the elevator.
You're not crazy for in the moment.
Astro Contreras.
You're not crazy.
Bienvenidos, Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos. Hope you're having a great evening. We're going to head back down now and head over to Memorial Plaza for the final act of our live stream. Glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm going to try to get an empty elevator, even though I don't think I'm going to get one. We'll see. Boom. Yeah, one coming up. Yes, we will be, Lenny. Yes, we will be. We're going to do a whole little loop around there. Okay, we got elevator number 1. Okay, here we go. Back downstairs we go.
Wait, hey, excuse me. What do you explain of those lights that circle in the lights? Like
It's like, no, they're bugs and birds and stuff like that.
With lights like that, they're drones.
No, there's not that many. You can't fly that many drones around here.
Looks like they were alive.
This is a no-fly zone. Anyway, back down to the street we go. Back to reality. Oh, somebody's picking up their car from. All right, back on street level. All right. Oh well. We'll take the stairs back down. we only got to go down one more level here, so not a big deal. Those are not drones. I don't know why he would say such things. Let's see here. No re-entry, emergency exit only. Okay. Maybe this is not the right stairway to go down. I want to just take the ramp. Can I just take the ramp down? I think I see another stairway over here. Just one stairway. I don't know why he would say drones. Those are drones. Those are not drones. You can't fly drones anywhere, especially here in Lower Manhattan. Those are birds. Those are particles. Exactly, Sanchez. Those are like particles. And what you thought was a drone was probably a plane. No alarm went off. Oh, this is like nice and empty. The way I like it. So we're walking in the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel garage. And we're making our way back to street level. Ta-da! And now once again, we're directly underneath the lights. Ta-da! All right, so now let's head over. And we're gonna now make our way over to West Street and then make our way north along West Street to Memorial Plaza. I never visited Montreal, but I would love to visit Montreal and do a live stream once in my life. So if you're just tuning in, we just came downstairs from the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel garage. And now we are going to make our way across the streets, get some more views of these lights from directly underneath, and then we'll make our way up. I'll see you later, Dream Villains. Sleep well. Thank you so much for tuning on in. We're now directly, see how everyone's like hanging out there in the corner. We're directly underneath those lights. We're directly underneath the tribute right now. Literally directly underneath it. And this is the entrance and exits to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. And you like this pedestrian bridge? This pedestrian bridge actually has a link to September 11th. In the days, weeks, and months after September 11th, people still started, and they actually saved this pedestrian bridge. They basically made the Battery Park City Authority rebuild a permanent bridge right here. We're good to see you, Kaju, Kate from Buffalo, New York. Welcome. Hope you're doing great. We're directly underneath the tribute and light right now. We are directly underneath it here at the Battery parking garage, here at the entrance exit to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel here. This will take you down towards Red Hook, Brooklyn. We have some kind of issue happening across the way here. We have a very, oh shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. We have a very distracted driver. God bless these. I tell you, some of these people, oh, we got some stunads over here? What the hell's going on? God bless this guy. He doesn't have to deal with this shit. I'm gonna hang out right here. I'm gonna let them get traffic in order. What kind of stunads do that kind of stuff? So I don't know why they had there were cars coming out here and they were going back onto the tunnel. It was so weird. I don't know why they would do something like that, but they did. This is not an easy job. And they always have traffic police here because this is a very, God bless this guy. He is screaming. I love it. Wow. I don't know what's going on here. He's trying to get this traffic in order here.
This guy's crazy.
The drivers are crazy. They're going in the wrong spot. Nobody's paying attention. But they're always, yeah, exactly. There's always troopers here. There's always, God bless this guy. Seriously. I love this guy. Because this is not an easy job, and you got these stunads over here who can't drive for the life of them. Oh, I see. He was closing the lane off, and they were still going into the closed lane. So that's what was happening. Okay, now we have the light now, so I'm gonna attempt to cross. God bless this guy. This is not an easy job today. Let's see this one. These stunads, they don't know how to they know how to drive. All right, so now we're directly underneath the parking garage now. We're gonna go to this intersection over here where we can cross over. Oh, we're gonna attempt to cross over. He does need a helper. Lenny, believe me, if I could, I would, but I don't wanna impose anything. Now here I might get a little loud. Yeah, give the first responders a break. Out of all days, today is that day. All right, so let's see if we're gonna be able to. Like, seriously, you know you have the red light, right? Oh, she had the phone in her hand and everything too. Yeah, we do. We got it on camera. That would have been a nice lawsuit. She got a nice car. She got the phone in her hand. She went through the red light. It's all good. Anyway. And now we have another intersection to contend with, or crosswalk to contend with. And then we got to make it over there to where the bike lane is. I know you feel for him. You drove in the city, but with a 70-foot semi truck, dude. You're playing. Pat Waters Vlogs is playing Truck Simulator here in New York City. That's not easy. Absolutely beautiful. Holy shit! What is up? You know, today the motorists have been extra rude today. I did have a motorist road rage on me during the bike tour. Now let's see if they're gonna let me cross. We're gonna get the crosswalk light in the camera, and we're gonna see if they let me cross. This should be really fun. 25, wow, you drove for 25 years. Wow, Pat, thank you so much for delivering the goods. Oh, here we got a car accident happening. He's coming into the lane. You love driving in the city? Well, John Lohr, you're a professional bus driver there. I don't know why is he cutting in line. Look at that, he came all around the traffic here just to cut in line. And he is going to have the nerve to merge to the right. Good to see you there, Reb Rob Rules. You're more than welcome for doing the Tribune and Light. I don't know where these people are expecting to go. I don't know. Do I drive? No, I don't. No, I drive a bicycle and a moped. That's it. I don't own a car. And this is the reason why. That's going to really help. Where are they going to go? I don't understand where they're going to go. And I think, are they merging last minute into the right lane? Like, that's rude. Why couldn't they just wait behind? And they're not going to let him in because he should have lined up way further back. Now, again, we're going to make sure we get everything on camera here with the lights and everything. And we're going to see if they're going to let us cross. So here, this is the entrance to the Battery Park Tunnel. This takes you underneath Battery Park and over to the FDR Drive on the east side. And then the exit entrance to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel is right over there. Yeah, you got to love that last minute merging, right? That's such an LA thing. Oh, finally some semblance of order. Finally. I am really risking my life about trying to cross this street. I'm realizing that I have a feeling they're not going to stop, but we're going to see here. Ooh, the truck just got cut off by somebody else. Who heard the screeching of the tires? Okay, now stuff is moving. But again, will they let me cross is the big question. Even when I get the light. Even when I get the light. Okay. Lights are red. Here we go. What a nightmare, right? Okay, we made it across. Thank God. We made it across safely. We made it. Okay. The final act of our tour is now coming up. We're about to make our way over to Memorial Plaza. We'll get some views here from across the street. I don't know what leaning on the horn that much is going to do, but okay. That's a little scary, KK13. That's right. Yes, Phil's. Pedestrians always have the right of way. Did I look like a tourist crossing the street, John Laura? I probably did. Probably. With the gimbal and everything? Absolutely. So again, those are not drones. Those are birds and bugs and stuff. And I don't know why he would say drones. I mean, there's not that many drones in the sky. I'm still trying to get the logic with that guy's comment, but whatever. Well, Vanessa, there is a Tunnel to Towers run every year. And the Tunnel to Towers, they run underneath in the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. And then there's another like kind of a race where they run up the stairs from the street level all the way up to the top floor. And I don't know the name of that one. But there is a way to do that. There is a way to recreate that. To recreate the journey the first responders took. I tell you, it's so much more calmer just across the street over here. It's just always fun seeing people look up and take in the view. There you go, tunneltotowers.org. Absolutely, absolutely one south. Good to see you there, Joe's World of Trains. Welcome on into the show, sir. We're in the final act of our tour today, which is we're now going to make our way to Memorial Plaza. But right now we are almost directly underneath the Tribute and Light right now. Just incredible. Good to see you, Candor. Everything's all great. Everything's all well. I have my health. I have a beautiful woman in my life. My parents are still alive and healthy. I'm a lucky guy there, Candor. Good to see you. I hope everyone's having a good day today. And again, the best thing you could do this week to pay honor and tribute to everyone we lost here 23 years ago, here and in Pennsylvania and in Washington, D.C., is to be of service to somebody. Donate some time. Help out your fellow humans in your community. donate some time at a food pantry or soup kitchen, and it will be much appreciated. Yes, the battery tunnel is the first T in Tunnel to Towers. Yes, indeed. Thursday for you? Yeah, I could imagine, Lenny. Unfortunately, we cannot see the duck from here. That's 30 Hudson Yards, if you guys don't know. We like to call that building the duck because it kind of looks like a duck. And unfortunately, we can't see it from this vantage point. But now we're about 2 blocks from World Trade Center. Davey and Pam Beverage, more than welcome for the tour tonight and the walk tonight. Not done yet, got a little bit more to go. Now we have Memorial Plaza coming up. And of course, this is where we will ultimately conclude at the Oculus. But what we'll do is, if we could walk through the pedestrian bridge from World Financial Center into Liberty Park, we're going to do that right now. And we'll get a little entrance into Memorial Plaza from above, and then we'll make our way into Memorial Plaza. You're more than welcome, trauma nurse. And Jack Spencer with a $20 super chat. Jack Spencer, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 4 times today. Excuse me. Much appreciated, Jack, with a big $20 super chat in memory of your classmate Jay Shah, who perished in the North Tower, your adopted New York City Fire Department Captain James Amato. Jack, my deepest condolences. Very poignant super chat. It is much appreciated. And we'll do a moment of silence here really quick. But thank you so much, Jack, for sponsoring tonight's live stream. You know what? It never gets easier. And I don't know why. This year, it hits so much harder. But I'm sorry for your loss, Jack. So right across the street here, we have what was an office building, which is now today really nice apartments. And I don't know the official name of this building, but this building here that you're looking at was designed by Cass Gilbert, the same architect who designs the Flatiron Building. We have something going on here. We have something going on here. I don't know what is going on here. 90 West. Thank you so much there, GF. Good to see you, Mitchell. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but got a whole bunch of e-bikes here. AC Junior, absolutely. Yeah, Bessie and West. Yes, indeed, AC Junior. 6 months after the attacks on the World Trade Center, the first Tribune Light was set up in a parking garage, or parking lot, just to the north of the World Trade Center. Today, where 200 West Street stands today, And coincidentally enough, that location was also the location of a large tent that the first responders dubbed the Taj Mahal. And that's where they worked on recovering the unidentified remains of everyone we lost here. It does look fantastic at night, urban adventure. Let's see, can we go through there? It may be closed already. We'll see. But here we are. World Trade Center, everybody. We're here. Yeah, me too, Cake 813. I was here for the first lighting also in March 2002. In May, some 9 months after September 11th, we finally ceased operations, recovery operations here at the World Trade Center. And the final beam was removed. And yeah, I think it's closed. So yeah, we're not gonna go up there. We'll just cross down here at street level. And we'll walk up the stairs and make our way into Liberty Park. Just gotta keep my head on a swivel when it comes to the bicycles here. But this footbridge right here to my right-hand side, this is the last piece of the original World Trade Center complex. This footbridge used to just go right down into a street level parking lot, and in the middle of that parking lot would have been the original Greek Orthodox Church, which was unfortunately destroyed when the South Tower collapsed. So there's lots of things you could do, Vanessa, to help the families of the ones who lost their loved ones here. If you go to 911memorial.org, there's lots of things that you could do to help the families of the first responders and family members who had people who worked here. And there's many different ways that you could help, even in your home locale. And we're going to cross West Street again one more time here. And John Lore with a $20 PayPal. John Lore, thank you so much for the very generous $20 PayPal. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 Club 4 times today via PayPal. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 PayPal. Much, much, much appreciated. All right, we got 20 seconds on this light here to make it all the way across West Street here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, John. We need to get drunk together. Absolutely. We gotta go. You know what, John? I really gotta go day drinking with you at McSorley's. Every time you post pictures, it looks like a lot of fun. All right, so now we're gonna climb up these steps here. Or is it closed already? It is closed already. Okay, so we cannot go up into Liberty Park, unfortunately. But we can go into Memorial Plaza. So let's do that. And I'll show you guys the Greek Orthodox Church from across the street. But Liberty Park here is an elevated park, which is above the entrance to the loading dock for trucks. City does look beautiful at night. Oorah, oorah. Have a good one, man. So here we are. Somebody mentioned earlier about Fritz Coing's sphere, the last surviving piece of sculpture art from the Austin Tobin Plaza here at the World Trade Center. It's right here, bearing the scars of the collapses of the Twin Towers. It is now here in Liberty Park. I had lunch around that thing probably hundreds of times. And I kind of wish it was incorporated back into the memorial exactly where it stood, but where it exactly stood is now the entrance to the museum. So you're more than welcome, investigator. Have a great night. But there is Fritz Cohen's sphere. And then just down the way here, this is your beautiful Greek Orthodox church. This is the most fortified church in the world. The National Shrine to St. Nicholas. This was designed by Santiago Calatrava. And inside features this amazing mosaic which depicts the story of September 11, 2001. It's an incredible, incredible piece of architecture. Beautiful building outside and inside. But above all that is Liberty Park. It's a gorgeous church. And inside is even more impressive, KK 13. One of these days we'll live stream in there and I'll show you the inside. The Urbanist, Ariel, the Urbanist Exploring Cities, he did a couple of great videos inside of the Greek Orthodox Church. I highly recommend checking that out. Yes, indeed, Jack. 45 of the first responders who were lost were all members of the Knights of Columbus. That's very true. And Cynthia Ava with a $5 super chat. Cynthia Ava, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thanks so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream. As we look at this impressive, impressive light, the attributed light. So now we made it to Memorial Plaza. Now Memorial Plaza actually has a couple of memorials within the memorial. So we're now gonna take a look at that. And we're gonna begin at, for me personally, probably one of the most important memorials within the memorial. And coming up, we're gonna enter Memorial Plaza via the Memorial Glade. This pathway right here, let me switch the lens so you guys can see it. This pathway here roughly corresponds to where the loading dock was when we were recovering all the stuff here at the World Trade Center. This pays tribute to all of the people we have lost since September 11th. We have officially lost more firemen since September 11th than on that horrible day. And of course, we're losing office workers, police officers, EMTs, you name it. We are still losing people due to those horrible effects of the dust from the World Trade Center. Along this pathway here, you see these upthrustings of Manhattan schist, and that is the bedrock of Manhattan Island. And embedded in these upthrustings of Manhattan schist is actual steel from the Twin Towers. And I kind of feel, because of all the flowers on it, I don't want to touch it, but you can see within there, that's Twin Towers steel right there, embedded within the bedrock. And Cake 813 with a $20 super chat. Cake 813, you're more than welcome for the live stream. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 4 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 super chat. Much appreciated there, Cake 813. Much appreciated. But to think of all the recovery efforts that took place right here. Let me show you guys the plaque. The plaque is right over here. So if you come here to Memorial Plaza, please don't sit on these rocks here. This is a memorial here. Memorial Glade, everybody. So now we're going to walk down the Memorial Glade. And this will take us to my favorite tree. It's all lit up in blue tonight. This will take us to my favorite tree in all of New York City. And this is, of course, the Survivor Tree. The Survivor Tree survived both collapses of the World Trade Center. It is a calorie pear tree. 3 weeks after the terror attacks, the recovery workers here at the World Trade Center noticed that the tree was still planted and alive. So they sent the tree up to Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx. They nursed it back to health. And then it returned here to Memorial Plaza about 12 years ago as everything began to come together. If there's anything that you want to pose and smile in front of here at Memorial Plaza, do me a favor, pose and smile in front of Survivor Tree. It is a true living monument to all 2,753 people who died here at the World Trade Center. And Deborah with a $20 super chat. Deborah, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 4 times today. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Deborah. Out there in Dumbo. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream. You're more than welcome. It'll be a little subdued here because we're here in Memorial Plaza. It looks absolutely gorgeous in blue. Underneath our beautiful tribute in light. Right there. Lenny, you're more than welcome. Look at that. And Ron N with a big $20 super chat. Ron, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 4 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 super chat. It is a bittersweet day for you. Obviously, sad day, absolutely. It's also your birthday, Ron. Happy birthday, Ron. I hope you have the happiest of birthdays. I hope you have good health. And you're more than welcome. Everyone's enjoying this. And Cynthia Ava just became a member of Dutch Miles Plus. Thank you so much, Cynthia Ava, for becoming a member of Dutch Miles Plus. Thank you so much for having faith in me as a content creator. And thank you so much for joining the family and becoming one of us. One of us. Gooba gaba, gooba gaba. One of us. One of us. Thank you so much there, Cynthia Ava. Thank you so much for joining the club. And who we have here? And Fawn Marie with a $7 super chat. Fawn Marie, thank you so much for the very generous $7 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's Lucky 7 Club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $7 super chat. I'm stuck with you now, Cynthia. It's all good. But thank you so much, Fawn Marie, for sponsoring tonight's live stream with a big $7 super chat. So, One South Business Services, yes. Where the voids are, it's exactly where the Twin Towers stood. And to be exact, the last line of trees before you touch the names would be where the wall would have been. So when you're touching those names, you're within the footprint of whether it be the North or South Tower. And Kidsler Archives with a £10 super chat. Kidsler Archives, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream with a very generous £10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's £5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated with a big £10 super chat. Much, much, much appreciated there. Kidsler 9/11 Archives, you're more than welcome, sir. Let's head over to the South Tower here. And we're going to be a little bit more quiet now as we come over to the South Tower here. You know, you could actually, I could smell the flowers that are all in the names. Once we pass this line of trees, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to let you guys hear the sounds. And let's have a moment of silence by the South Tower.
on my AirPod back.
Ah, there you are.
And Connie E with a $5 super chat. Connie, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat, you're more than welcome for the live stream tonight. You're more than welcome. Thank you so much, Connie, with a big $5 super chat. And One South Business Services with a $10 super chat. One South Business Services, thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream with a big $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $5 super chat. I kind of like to get out of the footprint to speak, even when it's not September 11th. I kind of always go quiet when we pass that last line of trees. There's 274 white swamp oak trees planted here. And the placement and the number of the trees is not, significant in any case, just the placement of that last line of trees. But the Twin Towers were big. Those are big buildings. Those are some serious engineering marvels. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. One South, you're more than welcome. We're now going to make our way over to the Infinity Point. And we're going to look at One World Trade Center. And then we'll have our moment of silence by the North Tower. And we'll get one last view of that tribute in light. But like I said at the beginning of this, it's cathartic for me to do this. It kind of helps me out mentally to kind of deal with today. And, these waterfalls here, some of the biggest man-made waterfalls ever created. These 2 large kind of anonymous looking buildings, these are the pump houses for the memorial voids. And then this is where it gets even more crazy. The whole museum is underneath the memorial voids. It's incredible. Underneath the North Tower is an area reserved for first responders and their families and their friends. It's also the area where they house the unidentified remains, and that area is off limits to the public. But you can get underneath the South Tower footprint in the museum. But it's a very complicated construction site. One world, right here. We're going to get to the Infinity Point here. One World Trade Center at 1,776 feet tall to mark our year of independence. And the official name of the building is One World Trade Center. Freedom Tower is kind of like a nickname that Governor George Pataki kind of came up with last minute. And Phil's with a $5 super chat. Phil's, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's live stream. But now if you come to Memorial Plaza, look for this kind of random kind of stanchion point here. This is so that you could hold on to it, line yourself up with this light pole, and then you could look straight up. This is the Infinity Point, where the One World Trade Center goes on forever. And if the clouds and the sky conditions are just right, It really does look like the building just goes on forever. Yeah, I could imagine, Neil. I wouldn't be able to handle it, Neil. I would not be able to handle it. And there it is. There's our infinity point. But that's what it's about, guys. We don't forget, but we do continue to live our lives. I'm going to be quiet one last time as we come towards the North Tower void. Now, we really couldn't see it, but where we stopped for a moment there was the plaque that is dedicated to the first terror attack on the World Trade Center, and that's the truck bombing back on February 26, 1993. That has been incorporated into Memorial Plaza here. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but the tribute and light is off at the moment, and that is probably because some birds may have gotten caught up in the lights, but it is shut off at the moment. Well, we got quite a few people here by the North Tower. That's another sign of resilience. Off to our left-hand side here. Here's the World Trade Center Performing Arts Center. An amazing performance space that features movable acoustic walls, a very high-tech performance space. Opened up earlier, was it this year, right? Opened up fairly recently. I cannot wait to see a performance in there. But the beautiful World Trade Center Performing Arts Center. And oh my goodness, TK Porsche with a $50 super chat. TK Porsche, that is very kind of you. Thank you so much for the very generous $50 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $50 club. Patron, you have executive produced tonight's episode. Thank you so much. You're more than welcome for our little tour today around the World Trade Center. And thank you so much, TK Porsche. What a big $50 super chat. That's really, I really do appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Everyone who super chatted, hit the thumbs up on the video. Channel members, thank you so much, because without y'all's support, I can't do this. So I really do appreciate everyone's support, especially tonight. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, TK Porsche. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support tonight. But TK Porsche, thank you so much for that very generous $50 super chat. Cynthia, you know, like I said, it's cathartic for me to do this. So for me to do this is kind of like therapy. But there it is, the beautiful. It's all, Jack, it's all good, Jack. Jack, you didn't talk too much, sir. I understand that you got memories. You had some friends, and it's perfectly fine, Jack. You didn't. I understand it. Today's a tough day, and it's nice to kind of emote some feelings and emotions and verbalize it, and it's perfectly fine. And I do appreciate your kind words and your generosity tonight. It's really deeply appreciated tonight. As we look at the winged structure called the Oculus. The Oculus, another structure designed by Santiago Calatrava, meant to mimic the spreading wings of a dove. Now, here you have what's called the fourth memorial. You see the spine of the oculus? These are skylights. These skylights could open to allow sunlight to enter the structure. The spine of the oculus lines up with the position of the sun. And during the memorial ceremony here at the World Trade Center, between 8:30 in the morning and 10:30 in the morning, a shaft of light comes through the building there, and a shaft of light sweeps across the floor of the oculus here. It's called the wedge of light. And the wedge of light is the fourth memorial, the position of the sun. This is what Daniel Libeskind, the master planner of the new World Trade Center, this is what he always factored in. The placement of the buildings, their height, all basically correspond to the position of the sun and also allow for the memorial never to be in shadow. But it is very powerful to be here in person. And unfortunately, I don't see our, they're keeping the tribute in light off for a few minutes here. It's probably going to be off for the next 10, 15 minutes here to allow the migratory birds not to get caught up. But this is where my journey tonight here concludes. While we may never forget, guess what? We move on. We live our lives proudly as Americans and citizens of this planet called Earth. And what is more fitting than getting back to reality, back to life, than riding the train? We're going to end here at this really cool art installation. A wildlife for wildlife. We got this crazy octopus here hanging out. It's a really cool art piece that's going to be here for the next few months. I highly recommend checking it out. But this is where we end. Thank you so much for staying up late with me, Deb. I want to thank everyone who joined us today for our tour. I want to thank everyone who super chatted. I want to thank everyone who left me PayPals. I want to thank everyone who hit the thumbs up on the video. I want to thank all of our new subscribers. Welcome to the club, and welcome to everyone, to all the new channel members. If this is your first time watching, make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Maz Family Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram. All same name at Dutch Maz. And make sure you hit the notification bell, because I never know when I'm going to go live next. But from the World Trade Center here in Lower Manhattan, this is Dutch Maz signing off. Have a fabulous New York day, whether you can afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish those moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are, I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for all your support again. Thank you guys so much for all the good energy. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.